Heard the bad news then.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are
And the village?
safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to... Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should...
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well... I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in...
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming!
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Then again...
How was she?
With Canva in the hands of a cash...
Let's just say, only trouble, and
So,
we've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
more fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the Mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. We've collected as many as we can. And I'm...
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and...
That's it, and we're only 3 short, mind. There's one and...
All right then.
It'll do.
we misedit a story for a lesson today? Canva lost. It can't be true.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
The stew's awful.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me.
Don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Still alive, are you? Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Come back. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at my job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on...
Did she?
Following up on... Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already...
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep...
Doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure. I'll give your offer some...
How go? You?
Of course. And it had to be me. She's no fool.
That was her... So...
I'd say so. See, after she's dangerous.
Then I'm going... I'll take...
The
Clyde, I'd like you to take... See, I'll keep... But if he's... As of those poor baby small one, and if you're... Sir Wade's putting a break...
Or...
There.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I bet. And...
I'm... Come on. Run like the wind. All right. Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. Get him! This one! It's over! It's over. So much for your escort.
I surrender.
Sid.
Ah, Doris, you know...
But better fighting for a cause. This, she...
It wasn't all... You were always so eager, but how... You... Perhaps that...
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And
No.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway. Oh, and your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slate... She's been arrested, by the way. She won't be getting off lightly. Can't have been easy for
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had... Anyway.
Keep up the good work. Fly, Ambrosia. fight. Damn it. The whole village has turned. No need to ride from here. This one. Stay down. Sickle. This one. This one. Sickle. Good girl. Run like the wind. I'll need to deal with these ones first. Kill! Attack! This one. That's better. This one. Over here! Over here! This one. Sickle! Now, Porgo! This one. Get him. Now to find this spherical echo. This is it.
Ah, what brings...
A delivery.
These are Martha's key. But
Martha,
that... They know little, unless we... Not that much. It's a... Unfortunate...
They're coming.
Time it. Gather.
Yes.
the Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to...
No.
Precisely.
What?
You mean...
So they've...
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was
Thanks to you.
me.
Lord Rossfield, my lady.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position them upon engaging with the Akashek. Each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they...
You're going to lure them into...
I am. We will have, by coordinating our with luck, that point will be the village, and for you and I...
A sound plan. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. Please.
Ha! And let you have...
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then we work each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on.
For reserve!
We've no time to...
And I will...
Suppose we'd better...
Right.
The calm before the... And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Down, Corvo! Get him! Get him! Over here! Attack! Get him! Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and his head...
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many...
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resist. I could order a detachment.
No. You stay here too, so wait. I'll go after... Join me only when Eastpool...
If you're sure. May the Founder protect...
Next one's mine. I might not go running.
All right, back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
The Guardians of the Flame were true friends to the rest.
The hero? It's lucky you came by when you... Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you...
I just did...
And it's only right. Take it.
Thank you, Mother.
So, Eastpool's finally back and a home to free bear.
Well, it was your...
I know that, but... Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that. Reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye.
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. This might take a while. Be safe. down?
Sell anything today?
That's good. That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
The High Cardinal. The Dominion's all but done for.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Oh, that sellsword the dame so fond of.
Do you think he was the only one who saw it?
And you're just gonna fall into line?
I don't trust this Duke.
What's it?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second only to his radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what?
He wants to transform it, a foundation upon which to build. He's already...
He would rob the pop...
Believe me.
What does Captain Philippe make? When the town was under attack, it was him that...
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful... A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each... No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would given the mood around...
Who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soul, and unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from... Well?
I'll see what...
Thank you.
In the...
Oh.
All right. I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's not only control of the garrison. We already have a leader in the Dane.
reports. Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid, and I shall see it. But tell me, is it...
Neither, Your Eminence.
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison will... Yet you needn't be. Pride of place, but no more.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been... Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we need only build a wall around both to create a city. Plans are already soon enough. These thralls shall learn...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous... Should they return in force?
The people... If Sandbreck is to be one whose author... That is why... So that any man who wish... And yet...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less. And you mean to deprive them? You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your...
Sabine, we...
Yes! And I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire...
And in yours, there will be an... Is that what Griga...
Do not take her name in vain, Sir...
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really... It wouldn't hurt to ask them, Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
What do you think?
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Orif?
You build a life if he will do whatever.
The garrison salvaged what they could.
No, isn't it?
The Dominion's all but done for.
We stayed here.
I've been hearing a lot of...
Okay, and we've hardly a way. Just...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Welcome, welcome. An excellent choice.
And you're just gonna fall into line.
The thing, and it.
You're on the body. Is that if?
Do you think that's a good idea?
All I know is that unless... Look. No, what?
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
garrison yourself.
A whole day to dry some blood.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain.
For you? Certainly. Thank you for that. How can I help?
I wanted to ask you, do you intend to go along with...
To tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know protecting the people I love. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Clive, how did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrack, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Since all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. But speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting, and they have formed what one, and they grow more organ.
We'll fight them all off, just like last...
Of the long... By finding those...
How could I... Oh.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dallum? Huh? I thought you'd have returned to Cosness by now.
I did.
Or leave.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together. Let them. There'll be no match for us.
Fly, Ambrosia!
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off! This one!
I see the bandits.
No.
What? There's something. If
you're right.
And there's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me is that you two are... Look.
All lies, I'll wager.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change. We need to convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. You make them look. Oh.
Lou, I can't promise anything, but...
And that is...
Why are you taking the bearers? Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along that he...
Forgive me for disturbing you.
As have I. The rumors...
He'll never... But what if his wares? In this... So... And... Nor I.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
But...
You will... But
isn't that your appetite? And I must for all...
Oh, don't will be trouble.
I believe... But it...
You sure you're making the right choice, Luke?
Of those available to me, but... Right then.
If there's any... That is good news.
Yeah, but you couldn't... No, I just find...
All right.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is... I know. No, but...
So...
Vonnie came to give me a message from her. I've reached an agreement with them, but the consortium offered double.
And you heard...
None at all.
El? I saw Vonnie leaving.
And with good...
But how did...
It's this... you even... So...
Well... For meeting this...
Yeah.
You're... You...
All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting. I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Good girl.
Faster!
I hope I didn't keep... Did you arrange just...
Here they are now.
You wish to consult?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves.
You misunderstand. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you... And so we resume.
I did not hesitate, but what is done is done.
Alas, we rarely take on such. The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from a most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. Even given that's what you get when you deal with
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the cultural. They pay good...
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little... And with it, my interest in joining your...
My associates will be sorry.
I'm sorry you weren't able to...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers, but their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me. As soon as he left, I sent my own...
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely, but I was a fool.
You tried.
I did. But they deserve... I wanted so...
Eloise! Word from... A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they need help.
Theo!
I'll go on.
Thank you, I'll gather...
Hold on, Theo.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I can walk from here. Where's Theodore?
Up, Rip! He led the drag. You just have to...
I can do better. Let's go. Damn it. The earth is too thick. These creatures have already turned. This one. Over here! Down, Corvo! This one! Corvo, kill! I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. This one! This one! Over here! This one! Get him! This one. All yours, Torgal. Get him. Sick him. Get him. Get him! Let's try. Too slow. This one. Go for it! Theodore, You had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you...
To live my... He never could come...
What exactly? You once told me Theo was...
We grew up in Canva, and I was chosen to inherit... I had my father's head for figures, you see. A late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it was... My parents tried to drive him out of the house before they could.
Theo told me he clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing, but he said just as you freed him...
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered how... and devoted myself to the fact... But being with my... He was never a burden. If anything...
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever was necessary, and you always will.
You're right. You were so weak. Oh, Theo. We can make a difference here. I need nothing. So, bringing smile, and to Theo, this is the life I have chosen.
I've made it to continue.
Thank you. Let's go on.
Lord Rossfield, is there aught the Undyke?
Perhaps. Have you learned?
Little and let.
I see.
Be assured, even for in as should our mayhap it would please you.
Would that be possible?
Of course, if you would consent to do so in my stead.
Well,
they might. I.
A village built around an airship. Let's go. Run like the wind. This won't be easy. safe. Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. All yours, Torgal. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. This one. Over here! Go, Torgal! Over here! Go, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Awaken! Now, Torgal! Go, Torgal! Over here! This one. Over here! This one. Get him! Well done, Tom. Go! Nice try. This one. Get him. Should have stayed in the past. These must be...
You...
Who are you?
Ah, I did not recognize you. You are Lord... We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. Thanks to them, and to you.
You call... You're... Surely this survey...
We are charged a duty of the highest import.
And you think you're dead?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the core. Now...
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Welcome, welcome. Of course. Anything else? Come again.
Ah, yeah.
My thanks. I shall study them.
Sir, losses with...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when dead.
My lord, the Undying have served the Phoenix. We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, but allow me to offer you, it does not further the cause of the Phoenix. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying, as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same.
Sir Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Clive! Most told enough for the villagers to barrack.
Well,
welcome back. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would keen to help us?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh.
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, long enough for us two to turn in.
That your idea of an apology?
Don't listen to him.
But that... Bloody stupid. If someone's... Our master waits...
So you're wasting up.
You're what... Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work. I may be a selfish prick, but I own...
What you had to...
Even if it meant we...
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once Drab...
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right, you are. Don't want any... Oh, and... How close are they?
Within sight of the walls.
No. Good.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope... No.
You take me... All right. Apparently not. They're not getting past me. Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. How you do now?
In time, yeah.
Enough to give those Akashic, but mostly...
I'm afraid of it. There's no get meaning that any living...
And that's if the flood... I hate to say it, but the village is down.
That may be, but we'll fortify...
All right.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you, so...
I shouldn't have...
Too bloody right you shouldn't. I always envied you. You leaving gave me... And from that day on, I never once stopped to want you to...
I hope you see the sense of...
Oh, no. It's not the average...
But let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is
a token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of peppy.
We were just about to make a start on that sword, I promise.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had.
Canva lost. It can't be true. Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for our lesson today?
How was she? The Enterprise,
Ah, sir. Good, thanks.
Oh.
Me? The Telemon Furnace! In bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my beacon again, Sid! And I ain't about to let your good deed go.
It's...
Oh, don't say that.
You could just...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could... And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working... It's a metal, see? So it's lovely...
Stretchy metal.
That is the... So, what do you reckon?
Thank you, a watch.
And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't maybe even out one day, the whole world's gonna know about...
They'll hardly believe...
Still say it were a compliment. Ah, Clive, please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Clive, what is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world. Thus ends today's lesson.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here's everything we've received and everything promised. Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid. Come again. I may have more for you.
Grace, Your Grace. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote.
My lord, yeah. It's your brother, though he does his best.
I had feared.
There are, but so I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades, and thankfully a recipe was found. And my lord.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The Stonewort itself is unharmed.
Well...
Then I shall go in.
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides...
Well, Stonewort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. I shall remain here, and...
Let's go. Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our Stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. That's my luck. I won't be picking anything till they're gone. One fall for it. All yours, Torgal! This one! Over here! Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do.
covered in nicks and lumps.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm sure it will serve.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace you think only of how you might help.
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am, but I beg you, my lord.
I'll keep that in.
Tell me we've run out of...
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Come again. Don't. I'm not much bothered. Still alive, are you? Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, Clive, you must.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity and what I discovered appeared?
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began, but while I've always known it to be important, its secrets now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins. And though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm.
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, and so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles? For a short while.
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I have a few new notes that might interest you. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. What subject shall we consider today? You are always welcome, Clive.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
This something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know. Clive, that castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Faster! Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Ah, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
knew I smelled something. I see only orcs or Kashek here.
Let's hope the villagers make it out in time.
All yours, Torgal.
Over here!
Stay down!
This one. Ready, girl? Fly, Ambrosia. It's the king of the castle. Nice try. This one. This one. Get him. Go for it. Over here. Over here! Your reign is at an end. Let's go. Thanks, girl. Camber all over again. Where the hell are the Royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive. Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands? That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua. Good girl. Run like the wind.
This place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
This won't be easy. This one's awake. Let's see what's inside.
faster!
Mistakes.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
No.
That must be Aistla.
Thanks, Gal.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap! No quarter!
Like this?
A question for later, Gap. Over here! Here they come!
And come, and come, and come.
Let's look this one! Attack! All yours, Torgal. This one. Over here.
I don't want to die here, Clive.
Then don't. Sickle. Get him. Sickle. This one.
yet? Of course it bloody isn't. All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill!
Gav? Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for stone here. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use. I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa, easy, easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who? My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About
how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and this vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? By the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet. If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Yeah!
This is it, boy. I've come for you, Barnabas. Stay close, Torgal. do all their flaws seem to have a mind of their own?
Over here!
That's better.
Get him! This way. Get him! Go for it! Sick him! Get him!
If I were Barnabas, where would I be? The top. So I could look down on the world. All right.
Get him! This one. Get him! Sick him!
You're finished. So I expected it all like all the rest. Get him! Over here! Vogel, kill! Sick him! This one. What was that thing? Hopefully there aren't any more. You know what to do, boy. Vogel, kill! This one. This one. Vogel! This one. What's one more, eh, Toggle? Get him! All yours, Toggle! This one. Attack! I needed that. Nice try. Attack! This one. Now, Corvo! Go for it! Over here! Go for it! This one. Attack! Corporal, kill! Nice try. Go for it! Now, Corporal! Get him! Go for it! Attack! This one. All yours, Torgal. Get him. Go for it.
Almost there. He's here.
I can feel him. Why?
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen.
Butcher.
What care you for these worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong. It is no corruption. It is who I am. Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on.